Go Loud presents the Talking Bollox podcast.
What you waiting for? Put your back in it. Just a little more. Throw your weight in it now. Tell your body you're tense. Walk it hard and long. When you finish that,
The hip knocker.
go down, go down, go down. Come up.
Quick shout out to Manscaped for supporting this podcast. Summer is coming, time for you to prioritise the comfort of your crotch.
Manscaped has spent over 2 years designing their new boxer briefs. They're called the Boxers 2.0. The good thing about boxers, Terence, yeah, a nice comfortable pair. They keep all your furniture in the centre of your sitting room, you know what I mean? You don't want that popping out. Any unwanted guests slipping out the sides or anything like that.
Point. Oh,
You
yeah,
need
yeah.
to keep the lads comfortable down there as well.
Yeah, I'm having that. They're not just any boxers either. They're tagless and lie flat against the skin so you don't get the chafing. And there's a fly in it for making going to the jacks quick and efficient.
The Boxers 2.0 come in many different designs, colours and every size, from small all the way up to triple XL. Go to manscaped.com, use the code GOLOUD20 for 20% off and free worldwide shipping. That's GOLOUD20 at manscaped.com.
Once the Boxers 2.0 touch a sack, you'll never go back. Boom, episode 89 of the Talking Bollox podcast. Brought to you by Go Loud. It's me, Terry Flower.
It's me, COB.
And this week we're joined by...
Shauna Bannon.
How are we getting on there, Sean?
I'm good.
Did you forget your name, did you?
Drug them. What the story of that? I told you that happened, didn't I? The cameras had to go on, she had to panic.
Days
She
fright.
had to be cause of murder and then they go straight into the head kick
We
people
done an
and that.
episode before we hit record.
Yeah. What's happening? How's things?
Good. How
Yeah.
are you?
Oh, good. We're fresh as a
Yeah.
flower. Busy man, that'd be called.
Flat out we are.
That's why you're late, is it?
We
You
weren't
just
late. You were just early.
Yeah, you were early.
But,
The Lewis must have came early or something, didn't it? You got the earlier
no,
Lewis
she
in.
drives. We
Long
won't
story,
get into, yeah.
long story.
So, you were up last night listening to a few of the episodes, weren't you?
Yeah.
So you know where the singer is now.
I do now.
Right, well, we're gonna...
I'm trying the singers.
Right, jocks up. Right, what else you want to talk
I
about?
don't know, I'm panicking now, I'm getting stage fright.
This
You not always start with singers.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
we
we
kind of
do.
little like warm up, you know what I mean? And
Yeah, but we asked the house
how's your
things and
man,
she's
your
like,
dad
oh yeah,
walking kind of
sound.
thing.
Do you know what I mean? Sean, you don't know what's going on.
We thought you were going to
I
get that
actually
crack, to be
don't.
honest, Sean. But sure, look, here we are. We'll move
I'm
on.
going home. I am going home.
Sean is it's going to storm him at some stage during this because we said she's not a young prospect because she's 34.
Oh, fuck off.
Well, yes, she's
Right, you were the singers before she started showing head.
She got a box on me that young. I'll threaten anyone, man, woman, doesn't matter what you are, Sean. You got a box.
I got that vibe, yeah.
Trying to say. Right, sorry, 1 second. We're not
Last
very
week's
prepared.
singers,
Last week's singers. Right, you listening, Shauna?
I am.
She in the bread, yeah? She went out the new yoke of bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, see the heel, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you like the heel or no?
If
Heel or no heel is the singer, yeah?
okay.
See the heel or do you not like the heel?
On normal bread now, but on a batch, I want the heel.
Top of the range. It's
Yeah.
like eating a duvet, the thing
Yeah.
is, the
Or just
size.
toast it with a load of real butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
oh,
day.
And an easy
That's
single.
us, like a
And
big
an
door
easy single.
Oh, easy single.
Plastic cheese.
Easy single is the
Isn't it?
nicest
Oh,
cheese.
you hate fucking easy
Nah,
single. It's not
not
real
for me.
cheese,
It's
bro.
the nicest cheese.
It's not, it's plastic cheese.
It's foil.
It
I
is.
put an easy
Good.
single on Cocoa Pops, I would. It's top of the range.
Nailed you.
So, heel or no heel, 46% eat. That's close.
Said
Eat
what?
the heel. And 54% don't eat the heel.
Yeah, but they're all thinking batch. They're not thinking a normal.
Do you reckon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
heel's a heel.
No, you wouldn't.
Nah,
I wouldn't
they are
eat heels. The
different
other one
heels.
goes in the bin, like.
Really?
Yeah.
No
All day.
way. We
All
were
day.
in.
You were brought up too well.
Yeah,
That's what's
we
wrong
were in
with
my
you.
man's cafe after last week's episode with Willie White, and we
Yeah.
went back and we were having fucking chip sandwiches, yeah?
Yeah.
And we were talking about the heel or no heel, and with that, my brother passed me the bread. You alright with that, Mike? There? My brother
Floppy.
passed me the bread, and the heel was still in it. They think the fucking half the sliced pan was gone, and the heel was still fucking in the yolk.
Yeah.
How?
You either throw it in the bin or else you put it to the end.
Some bloke text us saying that he leaves the heel in it.
To keep the bread fresh.
To keep the
that
bread
makes no
fresh.
sense.
Yeah, because I do that with biscuits.
The heel of the biscuit. I didn't know Rich T had a
You
heel.
always keep, do you know the way like you'll twist the top of the
Yeah.
packet of biscuits? Yeah, so I'll keep one and then that's the one. So if I'm taking a biscuit out for Jason, I'm like, you have that, and I put your one back in and twist it again.
My head is
That's
right.
big brain.
No, it's not, because you're tying it back up anyways.
No, it doesn't be the same. Still gets a bit of something in.
No, it doesn't work that way, I'm telling you.
We're not having it. He's
No.
not having it. I don't give a
Eat the
bollocks.
heel and just stop being childish.
Yeah, honestly.
That's being child.
Yeah, it is. But this is what I always say to Terence. See me and my brother, there's only 6 years between us. Yeah, I'm the oldest boy and he's on the
6
second.
is loads now. Only?
Yeah, six
Yeah,
is a
but
lot.
I mean, in terms of like generation and how we were
Yeah,
raised,
right.
completely different. And it's like he skipped the hill and passed it to me. I would have fucking took his hand off of the hill.
100%.
And I was like, how me and you, like only 6 years apart? You swear we were bleeding 15 years apart. You know what I mean?
Fair. Yeah.
Right. We asked you this one a minute ago, Shauna, but we're going to ask you again, yeah? Would you rather have a poxy pillow and a nice bed or a nice pillow and a poxy bed?
Nice pillow, poxy bed all day.
Definitely, yeah.
All day.
100%.
See, a bad creak in the neck, Shauna.
Yeah.
Like, if you woke up with a creak in the neck on fight day, you wouldn't be able to fight.
Of course you would.
Money messing.
Fight to the death.
Not that deep.
No matter what.
I'm like, a creak in the neck kick. I was like, no, I wouldn't. I'm like,
She wouldn't be bobbing and weaving. You'd be on the one side like that.
I actually have a bad neck today. I done something to it this morning.
Come here, you
but we
told us
know.
you got your neck measured, did you?
She's some neck. When did that Harvey Norman?
They make, no, in,
Tell us.
honestly,
Come
there's
on, tell
pillows
us.
in Harvey Norman's and there's this thing on the wall. You put your head in it and they
They measure your neck, yeah.
And then they tell you what. It's a thing.
So there's a fella floating around Harvey Norman's. Who ordered a 5.5? And you're there yakking a tight our own
No, they
place.
actually start from 1, 2, 3. Like, so I think I was a 2 maybe.
You're a size 2 in a pillow.
In a pillow, yeah. If you ever want to buy me a pillow, yeah. Size 2 Harvey
Where's that,
Norman.
Pleasant?
You don't get a present.
Oh, yeah, right. She's from fella.
Yeah.
She come in and take something off us. That's
Yeah,
what
100%. I'm looking to see what I can bring home.
And that's not nailed down, yeah.
she do.
What's that
Oi.
fluffy shit over there? Who wants that?
I just forgot about that, yeah. So 56% would rather the poxy pillow.
Really?
Yeah.
Strange
And
people out there.
44% rather the good pillow on the poxy bed.
No, because you really, if you had a good pillow, you'd sleep on the floor. Like, wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
definitely.
you would, you get away with it, like.
100%.
Like,
Sleep anyway.
Like
no.
in an airport or something, if you're
Yeah.
delayed, like, you'll.
have a nap, like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and-
you'd be
yeah.
like a blade and pretzel folded up against
Yeah.
the wall like going to sleep in an airport.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Shauna, what would you rather? Water slides or roller coasters? We're there with the end here.
Water slides.
Water slides?
Really,
Yeah.
Do you like roller coasters?
So when we were in Abu Dhabi at the start of the year for the Worlds, we went to Ferrari World, and it's the fastest roller coaster in the world. I got sick and all after.
Did you?
Well, I was hungover as well.
See, that doesn't help. You're
No,
blaming the
and then
roller
they
coaster.
made me
You
go-
were up
No,
all
actually,
night
I
with Jack
didn't
Daniels. Do you know what I mean?
Vomiting everywhere. It was very fast. Like,
I loved the way she goes, oh, you get the roller coaster, made me get sick.
Yeah.
She got in an hour ago, had a half an hour's sleep, and got on the
On a
fastest
boxy
roller
pillow.
coaster in the world.
and do you know what happened to me?
Go on.
So we were sitting at this bar, whatever, and it was at the marina, Yaz Island. And we were walking by, and there was a party on a yacht, and we were like, we come down. So they were like, yeah. So I was strolling, thinking I was walking onto the pier, and I walked straight into the ocean. Me bagging all on me, everything. Plonk down in the middle of the water.
Was it deep?
Very deep. Like,
So
very
everything
deep.
was gone?
Gone, right?
Was your phone on you? No?
Gone, yeah. So I was freaked, right? Then I was,
Well,
I got
fuming
out,
for
right?
you.
They all pulled me out. Loads of people pulled me out, and I was after swallowing half the ocean. It's not funny.
Where's this going? Come on.
I was after swallowing half the ocean, and then I was like, "No, wait, me
She was
phone."
down there on the catwalk and then had to get rescued.
I know. I don't know.
Imagine that. Thinking you're legal there and Baywatch, David Hasselhoff pulling you up out of the water.
Oh, like
I would've
literally,
just
like,
went
there was
home.
Knots everywhere and all, because like I was down. Like, do you know what I mean? Got out of the water, and then I was like, "No, I'm getting back in to find my phone." So I jumped back in again. Like, obviously, the phone was gone. Like, do you know what I mean?
So the phone, yeah.
The phone was gone. Then I got home to the hotel and realised that my purse was in it as well. So all my cards and everything was gone. So then I was home in Ireland, and 2 days later I got a message, and they were like, "We found your wallet in the thing." And I was like,
What,
"What?"
at the bottom of the ocean?
Yeah, right.
What
so
was he
and
doing?
SpongeBob.
it was the marina, so his glasses fell off the boat, and he was the captain. So he went in, put a scuba diving kit on, and went down to get his glasses, and found my wallet. And I was like, actually, my phone was there as well. So he went back down and got my phone, sent me a photo of my phone and my wallet, and posted all the shit back to me. But they wouldn't let him post my phone because they thought like
What? This,
it was something.
this feels like a wind-up.
Did this happen, yeah?
Yeah.
That is lethal. That's the best story I ever
So
heard.
I got all my cards back and all.
Did you?
Everything,
Some bloke went down for seconds for you.
yeah.
To get your phone and all.
Yeah.
Well,
I won't even put my flip-flops on if the curry man rings the buzzer. I won't even go down with the curry. Fuck that, I don't want it. If you're not coming up with it, I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
This fella said, oh, my sunglasses, hang on, I put a bleeding scuba fucking suit on,
Yeah.
go down and get it.
Yeah, and then he found my wallet, and then he went back the next day.
As
and
if it's
found-
nothing.
Yeah.
What a legend.
Yeah.
He is the go
yeah,
for that, isn't he?
Yeah.
What
So
a
shout out
legend.
to you. I don't know what his name is though. Can't remember.
Jesus Christ, Shauna.
I couldn't
He went to the
pronounce
bottom
it,
of
it
the
was in
ocean
a
for you
different
language.
twice, and you can't remember his name.
Yeah, twice,
Down
yeah.
fella though.
Yeah, sound is a
But it took
pound.
him about 2 months to post it.
But that's...
But he did. Oh my.
My head.
Oh,
It
you...
did, it took
She
him about
has
2 months.
some
Yeah.
neck.
Yeah.
Genuine.
So he's trying a pillow.
You're right.
2.
Yeah, but now it's getting bigger.
Yeah, it's growing. 61% of people would rather water slides, and 39% would rather roller coaster.
Yeah, the water
what did
slides
you
are
pick?
better vibe, aren't they?
I don't think we are.
I don't really... I was on a roller coaster yesterday.
Where?
Down Dunleary.
Yeah.
What?
It's just a little wheel yoke.
That's the
Oh.
Ferris wheel.
What, a Ferris wheel isn't a
Yeah,
roller
that's
coaster?
not a roller coaster.
Isn't it, no?
No.
What's a roller coaster?
Are you messing
Do
with
they
me?
not all
The Ferris
count?
wheel?
No.
They not all the same thing.
No.
So what's the difference between a
Like, the
Ferris wheel and a
roller
roller
coaster is
It's
coaster?
on a
like-
track. Roller
Yeah.
coaster's on a track.
Right, I get you, yeah.
So have you been on a roller coaster?
Don't think so.
You've
No.
never been on a roller coaster?
No, I don't think
Do you
so.
know-
Never even in Tato Park. No, it's about
No.
4 of them out there.
It's funny you said that. My little cousin Shauna only said to me today, you ever in Tato Park? I said,
Yeah.
no, why would I be in Tato Park? No.
I was never there either though.
Yeah. So I don't think... I can't remember ever being on one anyways.
You ever been on a water slide?
Yeah. I was on a water slide years ago, yeah.
So you're picking water. So why is everything on mad serious?
I know, I'm getting the tension in the room. Like shit sitting there.
Harry's never been on a roller coaster and there's more on
And
it.
everyone's fuming. Right, one sec, I have a zinger here. So I'm going to jump into this week's zingers, yeah?
Go.
You
I
have
don't
one
know
now?
if I'm ready.
Right,
You,
right.
you said you had one for us.
Oh, I have one. Am I
Yeah.
going first?
Right, I'll ask this one because...
Okay.
Right, shout out to Arden Blake for this one because he's sending me this thing about 6 months yet and I just haven't done it. I could never find it.
My one is from an Aaron as well.
That's mad.
Yeah, great.
Let's
go.
see which Arden is better, yeah?
Crazy.
My Arden will smash your Arden up, yeah? Right, would you rather your best mate since your kids... Right, would you rather your best mate since your
Why'd you
kids...
pause? You adding dramatic effect under that.
No.
I was like, what's this going to be? Like
No, I
Jeremy
was
Coyle.
thinking of a way to word it better than it's worded, but I'm just going to say it the way it's said, yeah?
All right.
Okay.
So, would you rather your best mate since you're a kid, now I mean your best friend, yeah, rides your missus or your fella on you, or would you rather him go to prison for 25 years, him or her go to prison for 25
Say
years?
it one more time.
So, your best mate since you're kids, yeah,
Right.
would you rather them get with your fella on you,
Yeah.
or get 25 years in prison? That's actually not a bad thing, huh? Like, which one would hurt you more?
Yeah, I said to shutting her up in any way.
Yeah,
Must be
I tell
good.
you what, must be good.
Yeah.
There's nothing else shutting her up.
I don't know. Because I'm trying, I can't think of the, do you know, the people. Was like,
You do that a lot, you know, that you go, you start something and then you go, you know? I'm like, no, you need to finish it, so
Yeah.
I know.
I said
You don't even know. Yeah, we're supposed to know.
Yeah, so would you rather your best mate get 25 years in the jail, yeah?
yeah.
Or do the yoke with your fella on you? Like, which one would hurt you more?
I think
I'd rather than...
I'd rather them ride me fella.
She's a team player, or isn't she?
But like,
I'd rather them go to prison. Because if the... So say me and Calvin, yeah? Say I had a boy, Calvin did a nixer on her, yeah?
right?
Right?
Nixer.
So me and him then can't talk again, yeah? You can't. Like, if I done the nixer on your board, you wouldn't talk to me again, yeah?
Right.
And
Yeah,
vice
but,
versa.
but you know
So-
the option.
So they're dead to you then, yeah? But if, they go, if he goes to prison for 25 years, you can go up and visit him and all. Do you get me? So I still get...
Yes, it makes a
But
good
what have you gone
argument.
to prison for? Like, but if you know before.
That doesn't matter, that might have I get a little too much
Yeah,
sleep,
no,
yeah.
Sean.
but
You're going to be
I-
like, who's the
No.
solicitor and all that? Are they on remand and everything? Like,
Man,
just, they're getting 25 years, Sean, or they're riding your
Yeah.
fella. You just pick one or the other. It's not that deep, like.
I
No,
don't
it
know.
is that deep.
It
That's a good one.
actually is, yeah.
You off the bat, you said ride me fella.
Is that what you're
Yeah,
going
no, I
with?
think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, quite near.
She's
with
like,
the
she's all
ball.
right, right? She's like, yeah, I'm from Tala.
Yeah.
We all do it. I'm only listening.
That's going to have to get cut. 100%. That's getting cut.
It's not. That was all right. What are you going with?
The boys are doing a stretch.
Yeah.
Simple as that, isn't it?
Yeah, heavy stretch, and you're going with the fella, yeah? So
Yeah.
that's my zinger out there for the week. See you Sunday, yeah?
What's your shot?
Sean, I heard as
Right,
well.
so mine's not really great now, and Aaron done it, so I feel like,
She's just passing the blame on her.
Yeah.
yeah, well, it's okay now. It's a good one, right? So, do you call your nana or nanny?
Do you know what we've been asked to do it a load of times?
And we never did it, did
Yeah.
Oh, really?
we? Yeah.
Because, like, Aaron was like, I never even heard of that until.
She only
came
ever
with their
had
house.
one nanny, and she died when I was young, but we used to call her Nana.
Mm.
Yeah, I call my nana as well.
I
You
have
say Nana.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Oh, really? So it's a common thing then?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I call me dad's man Nana, and then me ma's man Nanny.
Nanny, right? Okay, so it's
does that mean
different.
she's stricter?
No.
Nanny sounds.
But you
very
know what's
aggressive.
weird?
Yeah, like she'll come in and chastise you. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
No,
Whereas Nana's
your
very
nanny's
gentle
coming.
and soft.
yeah, if
Yeah.
your nana's coming, she's making you jelly and ice cream.
Yeah,
If your nanny's coming, you're getting a belt of a holy.
yeah.
But
Elbow
everyone
in the
calls her Nana. She has bleeding, like, genuinely there's like 50 something grandkids in total, and every single one of us calls her Nana.
mouth. Yeah.
No one says to me Nanny, everyone calls her Nana.
She is the goat.
Even people that's not related to her
Yeah.
call her Nana.
What did she say? What did she
Right.
say after Jenny Kane on the live
Yeah,
show?
so we had Jenny Kane on at the live show in Vicar Street. Do you know who Jenny Kane is?
Mm-mm.
The sex therapist. See the video of
Oh,
her
I do. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
on the
watched
stage with
hers.
me.
So
Yeah.
me Nana was at the live show,
Right.
yeah, and pulled her aside. Goes, come here, you. I'll teach you a thing or two. Not a bother to, and I was like,
And how
"Sound,
old is
Nana."
she?
The legend.
83, I think she is.
I love
She
it. I
is
love it.
the
She actually has
goat.
a great grandchild, I think. Whole great grandchild has a grandchild.
Oh,
What?
great,
Yeah.
great.
It's
Great?
great, is it? Two greats, great grandchild. Yeah,
Lovely, great fella.
I don't know. What is that? So
So, great,
my
great.
cousin's young one. Yeah, my cousin's young one
Yeah.
That
Has
makes
a
that
child.
too complicated.
has a baby. Yeah,
What age is she?
No, that's great.
Young?
she's 20 something. I
Ah,
don't know.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, but like now she has a child.
Yeah. So it's great, great. Great.
Granny.
Triple.
See anybody
what-
listening to this
what
podcast for the
great.
first time, they're gonna be like, "Oh
This is
my
shite, yeah.
god, will you just get over it?" Like,
Yeah.
great.
But that's a lot.
No, but we're struggling, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, that shouldn't have been that difficult.
Yeah, but like it goes by circumstances. Like you just say, "Oh yeah, I call them Nana." Do you call your two nannies Nana?
I would have. Yeah. She's
Yeah.
dead, but yeah.
What does your son call you, man?
Nana.
Right.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Right, well, that was a good zinger from Arden. Shout out to Arden. What's his
You're
second name?
firing. Dial.
Arden
Yeah.
Doyle. Fella panicking in the gaff now saying, what they saying? My name? Is that right?
Bleep that, yeah. Bleep that.
Bleep his
Yeah.
name.
Right,
Rope
we've something
the
else to talk about. Yeah, we jump
Right.
into. So a few weeks ago, me and Terence done an episode, right? And Terence was convinced this was a serious thing. So you said about going on a date, Terence, yeah?
Oh, no, I stand by that.
Yeah. He says if you go on a date with somebody, you're leading them on, right?
If
What
you're
do
not
you-
looking for that. Like, let me word, yeah? See, I can't, if,
Words.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm struggling here, yeah?
What do you think, Shauna?
Yeah,
If you're
you
going on a
just
date
give
with
us a word.
someone, do you think you're leading them on?
If you're only looking
One
for,
date, like,
if you're only looking to do, and
if you don't want to ride them.
yeah. If you, what's the point, like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you're going out and going
Will I
on a
take that
date-
shovel off, man? Do you want to take that shovel
Yeah,
off?
see, it sounds bad when you say it, but it's actually not that bad in my head. I feel like if you're going out with bleeding dinner and the whole lot, like, I think it's all a bit much like if you're only looking to do a nixer.
Yeah, but how do you know?
You
Like,
just
you
say
don't
it.
want it to be more, though.
You just, so...
Is that not what a date is? You're trying to find that
Yeah,
out.
yeah, that's what I mean, yeah.
So you're not leading them on.
No.
That's what I said. That's
Yeah.
what I was
No,
trying to think
no,
out.
no.
Like, you wouldn't go on a date with someone that you didn't, like, if you didn't want to know more about them.
But you know what my thing is? I don't actually... Sometimes you don't want to be like... I don't know how to explain it. Because I know I'm just... Have a shovel in my hand and I'm just going to keep digging I am. I feel like...
Well, I read some of the responses we got.
What's the
anyways.
responses? Do
Yeah,
it,
there was a
like,
few of them. So I screenshot a few of them. Yeah, someone says, I went on a date with someone I knew from years previous. Both of us were only out of horrible relationships, and I had a son from my ex. We both agreed that it was going to be nothing serious, and here we are married with 3 kids
See what I
14
mean?
years later.
That's the issue what you have. I'm only looking to do a nixer, Shauna.
I don't want to be married.
I'm not trying to get married with 7 kids. Do you get me?
So someone else said, listen to your podcast and just heard about the dating crack. I've been on dates the past where it was just one date and it was both ways. I didn't have any interest in more dates, or they did, and we got on like a house on fire now. And years later, we have a laugh about it, thinking, how did we think it would have worked? We're more friends than anything. That was a bit of a short response.
That was a stupid response.
Hang on, there was more. Go on, I can't remember now. I'll find them.
Yeah,
So
I
what do you think? You
know.
don't think it's leading on?
No.
No.
Like, you go on a date with someone to, like, get to know them.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you're going to be fucking in a
And come here,
relationship
even
and
if you
marry
do end up back in the blade and scratch out together. So be it, you went
Yeah.
on a date and it walked it. You
Yeah,
obviously went
yeah.
well enough to end up back in the blade, and you know what I mean?
I don't know, yeah.
So, like, what, you just not want to even have a conversation, just go balls deep?
Kinda, yeah, like, but you know what? I'm not like, that's not like a bad thing to say, because like some girls would just say it out straight and be like, that's actually all I want. And it's like, right, this is
Yeah.
great. Let's just do it then.
Yeah, there's
So we
that.
don't
but
have
on-
to go through the
yeah.
whole formal thing and sit
No,
down and
no.
be like,
But you
so
can go
where are
on a
you
date as
from?
well,
And what do
Cardi.
you do? And you have to deal
You
with this.
don't actually care.
Yeah, like neither of us care about that, but we both have needs. We're looking to have a bit of adult fun. Let's just do it. Do you get me?
But
I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with a first date. I just think sometimes it's kind of leading on and it's very formal and it's very, you have to meet up
yeah,
and
but
you have to.
the thing about
Like,
a
oh,
date
fuck all that.
is a
Let's
date
just-
not a trial, not like you're
Yeah.
testing her out.
So for me, I would go on a date if I thought to myself, oh, I actually really like her. I'd like to get to know more about her.
Yeah, but how do you know? By text?
Yeah, see, I don't really.
It's hard to
I'm not.
judge.
Look, I don't really text either. I don't know. I'm the worst texter in the world.
Yeah,
So
but
you
that's not the
When
problem.
nails-
Is what you said that's leading on. Going on a
Yeah.
date is not leading on.
No.
Well,
I don't
it's
think so at
opinion
all.
based, though. Isn't it? I think that would be.
Texting
Yeah.
could be leading someone on.
Yeah, that's
But you have to
actually
be
probably
texting
worse.
to get to the date, don't you?
Yeah, but I
like,
mean, you could
So
be
you
saying
had to be
stuff.
texting out for a few days, and now you're going on a date. I'm like, whoa, you're with each other. You may as well have 7 kids and get married.
I know, you need to relax.
Yeah.
That's not the way to do
Well,
it.
you could be
Like,
saying
you could
that-
do that and then go on a date with someone and then bail and never see them again, and
Yeah,
that's fine.
and that's grand. Yeah, but you could be saying like,
Like,
oh,
you
I really like you, and then you're ghosting them. That's leading someone on. You're like, you're
Yeah,
saying this
yeah,
to me,
yeah.
and then you're doing that.
Yeah, no,
You know what I mean?
That's
I don't
not
know.
because you don't owe them nothing then. If
Yeah,
you
I just
never
like the
write back to
whole-
them again. That's fine.
Yeah, like, yeah.
don't
No, I
need an
definitely hear.
explanation.
I hear both sides. I definitely get this, boy. No. Like I said,
So
like,
you're not into dates.
some,
That's
no,
what I'm
I
saying,
have.
yeah.
I haven't been on a date in years. Like, I'm not saying I wouldn't go on a date, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not really into it at the moment.
Yeah.
Just enjoying being
And that's
single. And some boys will just say it out straight and be like, "That's actually all I'm looking for." It's like, this is fucking great. Let's
Yeah.
just do it.
Well,
You know
that's
what I mean?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
mutual agreement then.
Yeah.
Right, fair
No,
enough.
that's-
And it's good when you just say it up front
Yeah.
like that. I think going on the date and all, you're sort of nearly tiptoeing around, bleeding. You know what you want at
No,
the
but
end
I
of it.
think you've already agreed that you're past that stage if you're agreeing to go on the date. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're
Do you
after going
reckon
out with somebody,
you're
yeah.
mutually agreeing to have sex?
No,
at the end of it?
no. Like you tiptoe past the fact that if it goes nowhere, it's grand. But if it goes
Yeah.
somewhere, it's also grand.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
You know what I mean?
is it worth the risk? You can just agree with someone. Yeah, let's just do it.
Yeah, and if they don't want to do that and they want to go on a date, that's what.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think it's leading them on though.
it's
But I
good.
feel like we're just going
I
to keep
think
going around in
there's a
circles.
gangster movie about it. It's not
Yeah.
really that much of a thing.
Yeah.
I'm
But
not going on
some
dates.
people took her up the wrong way and were like, I'm late, married with kids and all from going on a date. And I'm like, yeah, that's usually
Yeah,
how it
that's
starts.
not what I'm looking for.
But that is usually
You
how it
get me?
starts, isn't it? Though? Like,
Yeah.
how did you meet me, man? Well, we went out one night and yeah, that was a date. All right, sound like. You know what I mean?
Look, it's a good question. Was that another one?
No, I thought I had more responses, but I must have deleted them.
I thought you said you had 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, I had 2. I don't know where the third one went.
It's gone.
So what? No suggestions or anything?
No, but we're in picnic the weekend.
We are Sunday.
You're getting me and Jace special guests.
So you're gonna be one of them people that brings their kids to electric picnic.
I'm not really, but yeah.
But it is a family oriented thing,
no,
no?
I think
I
so,
wouldn't
yeah.
call it family
But
orientated, but you
definitely
can
Look,
bring
everyone
I
them.
else
met,
has
I
it.
met a bloke today in the coffee shop and he says to me, "Oh, you're on an electric picnic this weekend." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Me and my family go down every year.
Yeah,
Like, bring the kids and all down." I was like,
Yeah.
"That's mad." I thought everyone just goes down to get over.
yeah. I wouldn't call it family orientated. You can definitely bring your kids. Wouldn't
Yeah, but-
recommend it.
But you wouldn't bring your kids to forbidden fruit or something like that.
No, but when you see the last time I was in an electric picnic, it was about 10:30, and I was going to one of the main stages, and someone had their kids in a wagon. You know, like a bleeding,
yeah.
a red wagon, pulling them along. The kids were asleep. I was like, would you not just like put your kids to bed?
Would you not just get a babysitter
Yeah,
and go
just
by
bring the
yourself
kids
and
to
have a
bed.
good time?
Valid point as
Do you know
well.
what I mean?
Yeah.
People two-stepping around your kids. 12 sitting there on an iPad. Yeah. 12 sitting there on an iPad trying to watch Peppa Pig and somebody's there chewing the jar on himself.
Oh, that's insane.
That's what it just be like.
I've never been to electric picnic.
Neither have
It's
I.
actually go crack.
Is
I'm
it?
looking forward to it, yeah.
Was it on last year?
No, it has been on since 2019.
Yeah, I
No.
think Nicole and Aaron went to that one and their tent blew off in the motorway.
I had to sell me
Come back
tickets.
and get
Yeah, I got tickets to go to this one,
Mm.
and I sold them today. And on it says Electric Picnic 2020.
No.
Yeah,
But will that still work for
yeah,
you
that's
guys?
still valid.
Or
Yeah,
you had to rip in someone?
well, yeah, sure. They don't.
Go now, after
Yeah,
money
I'm going,
there.
I
by the
don't
time
need
this goes
tickets
out, we'll be
anymore.
on the way down there. I'll book them. Someone texted me today because I was selling the tickets. Someone texted me today saying a lot of people are scamming. And he goes, I found out you were Calvin from Talking Bollox, so I trust you. And I was like, all right, yeah, mate.
Rookie
Basically, they'll call you out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't matter if we have a podcast now, you'd still get ripped in a
Yeah.
happy.
Do you know what I mean? I still bunk into places.
Yeah.
Still don't pay on the Lewis. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's
Ah, but
free,
who
though.
does pay on the loan?
Exactly. Do you know what I mean, Shauna? You're one of our own. There's
Yeah.
people out there trying to act all high and mighty, you pay on the Lewis. You're just an agent, mate.
Yeah.
Why would you bother? It's
No.
free.
Yeah,
Like
it
Lewis
is
actually
free.
means free,
Free
in
public
Irish. You
transport.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
Was that? See that? That's obviously that's not true, is it?
No.
Right. Because when you said that in the last night, I thought that was hilarious. Because like, how did I not remember that in school?
Yeah.
But it actually doesn't mean that.
Lewis means fast.
Does
in
it?
Irish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I get you.
Uh,
And this is-
Sorry.
Lewis means fast.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah. In Irish, yeah.
do you know Irish?
Yeah. Well, like, yeah.
She barely speaks English.
No, I went to an Irish primary school. Like, I'm all right at Irish, but it takes me
The
a while.
Bonya
to-
fella? Come here.
Milk.
Yeah. Oh, it's like he wants to be a millionaire. But we're on Electric Picnic Sunday, 5 o'clock at the, what's the name of the stage? Here Now.
stage.
Here Now stage.
Catch
Yeah.
us there.
So, and then meet us in the
Ah,
forest
Here
drive
Now.
after it. Yup.
Deadly.
So, Shauna, into yourself. What's your name? Where'd you come from? What was life like growing up? Why you laugh? I was laughing at nerves.
Yeah, I was born. Or was I wasn't born in Tala. I was born in the cow, but
Oh,
I
you
was
were up there with
raised in Tala.
Okay, man.
Lived with my man and dad. Yeah, I started kickboxing from a very young age. So I started when I was 3.
3.
Yeah.
You can start kickboxing at 3. That's
Well, my
legal.
dad was my coach.
Right, that makes sense.
So it's actually 4, but I started at 3.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, my dad opened Tala Martial Arts in 1993, the year I was born. So I was basically reared in the gym my whole life. Competed all over the world and European champions. Travelled a lot with kickboxing. Yeah. Then
Mel, what were you like in school growing up, Shauna?
I hated school.
Yeah.
I didn't really have much of an interest in it.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I used to, the kickboxing tournaments were so often, so I obviously used to miss like most Fridays and Mondays when I was competing. But yeah, I had no interest in school.
Mm.
Do you ever think that you were going to make money out of doing kickboxing? There wasn't really,
No.
there still isn't really money to be made in it, is there?
No, there's not. So what my goal was with kickboxing was to go to the Olympics. So they kept saying it'd be in the next one, it'd be in the next
Yeah.
one for like my whole childhood. And then I realised that was never going to be in it in my age. Do you know what I mean? I'd say they probably might get it in 2028, but sure, that's too late for me. Do you know what I mean? So I done kickboxing up until I was 24, and then I switched to taekwondo because that's in the Olympics. But it just didn't really suit me. I done it for like a year and a half, and because I joined halfway through an Olympic cycle, it was like from 2016 to 2020 would have been the 4-year gap. I had to try and gain loads of ranking points to be able to qualify for it, because I would never have gained it from the actual qualifying points because I'm catching up on people that are doing it from years. But what I was hoping to qualify through was the European trials. So yeah, I was flat out down that, travelling like literally every 2 weeks to try and gain more and more ranking points, but it just wasn't for me. You couldn't punch in the face. So like my first few
What can you
tournaments,
not punch in the face in? Taekwondo?
It's
Yeah.
kicking, isn't it?
yeah,
Just
it's
all
all
kicking?
kicking, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
you have,
never knew that. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
You never see someone taekwondo kick though?
yeah,
Standing beside you to kick you in the head, no problem.
Yeah.
yeah, like it's deadly sport, but it just wasn't for me. Like, it didn't suit me. Do you know what I mean? They have like magnets on their feet pads and magnets on the body armors, and you have to like connect them.
Absolutely
Yeah.
grand.
Neck that microwave platter.
So yeah, I don't know. It just like it was a year and a half, and it was good. It was a great experience. I got to go to like I went to Korea and all with it for the world, and like it was brilliant. But like it just really wasn't for me. So I decided to stop down that. But then I was like, I don't really want to go back to kickboxing because I had won like the world.
What age are you here?
24,
Right.
25, 2017.
So this was only a few weeks ago then.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
22.
We thought Shauna was 22, and she's actually nearly retired.
I know you're telling me
She's
to
older
retire.
than me. She's actually older than me and you're going into MMA. Like, that's childish.
The age is Shauna.
Oh.
Like, if I just rang Terence tomorrow and goes, Terence, going into MMA, like, you'd be like, what are you doing?
I'd say that's very childish.
Yeah.
You do a podcast,
Yeah.
and you
just
have a
leave it
9
at
to
that.
5 job sticker. Do you know what I mean?
This.
Well, at least she has a background.
Right.
Some sort of kicking and punching in you. Right, so 2017.
Yeah, 2017 to 2018, I
Yeah.
done taekwondo. Then Paddy was in the like starting up his new gym, and they had no location to train, so they were training in my dad's gym, and so I was still kind of doing a little bit of kickboxing, but not really. And in the taekwondo place that I was, so their classes used to be on before hours and after hours, and I'd be looking at them doing jiu-jitsu, and I was like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, it just looked mad to me. I never understood it. Do you know what I mean? And then when I decided to stop down taekwondo, I was like, I might just give jiu-jitsu ago. Like, and I wasn't thinking of MMA at all. I was just thinking I'm gonna do jiu-jitsu because I didn't want to go back to kickboxing. I had won everything there was to win, and like I was
Yeah.
fighting the same people, and it was done. Like I wasn't going back there. So I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna start doing jiu-jitsu and just try and enjoy something and not be competitive and just do something for fun. So I joined, and then for the second day I was doing the MMA class. Kiefer was actually taking the class. Paddy was away, and he was like, "Do you want to jump in?" And I was like, "Ah, no, I'm just gonna do the jiu-jitsu for a while." And he was like, "Jump in," and then I just fell in love with it.
Mm.
Do you know?
So you're only doing MMA really since 2017,
2018.
2018.
Yeah,
You're doing it
yeah,
since. Good
yeah.
luck. And now, obviously, so how many amateur fights would you have had?
I had 12.
12 amateur fights. Would that be a lot, like for the average MMA person
Yeah,
before they
especially
turn
for
over?
girls. Like it's so hard to get fights. Like I literally really struggled to get fights. So many people were pulling out of fights, and because I had a background in kickboxing, do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
a lot of people would say yeah, and then they'd look into it, and then they'd pull out, or like it was just a nightmare. So I had to like go to the IMAFs.
Yeah.
To get most of my fights were at the IMAFs because like you're signing up for a tournament and you have to actually fight.
Yeah.
So it's like less people, less chance of pulling out. And then I did have a few fights on shows as well. But yeah, that was where I got most of my fights at the IMAFs. And then I got pregnant on Jace, obviously. And I thought, like, I was like, oh, my career's over. Like, I was like, that's it now. Like, I'm not going to be. I just thought I was never going to go back at it. You know what I mean? But I did. I've had 7 fights now since Jace was born a year and a half ago. 5 at amateur and then 2 at pro. So
How long did it take you to realise that you were going to go pro at MMA, or was
I
it
knew
just
straight away.
Straight away,
Yeah,
once
yeah.
you fell in love, really.
Yeah, no, I knew like I think like I loved kickboxing, but MMA, like I loved the grappling more than I loved the
Yeah.
striking now. Whereas like everyone thought it was the opposite way around, but I actually loved the jiu-jitsu side of it more. And like I just feel like I can truly express myself as like a martial artist in MMA because I can do every aspect of it. You know what I mean? Whereas with kickboxing, you're limited to just striking, and then the taekwondo was like even more limited again because it was just really
Yeah.
kicking. Whereas with this, like you can wrestle, you can grapple, and you can strike. So I just love it.
Yeah.
It's the whole works, really. isn't it?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that's the thing about, someone only said to me the other day about MMA, you can transition from amateur to pro very quickly. Like
yeah,
there's no real time frame on it. Like it's,
yeah,
so you can see people turn over after bleeding 6 fights and all. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think when you like, because I had a background in fighting,
You knew
like
you were gonna
I've
be
literally
comfortable
done it
kind
my
of
whole
thing, yeah.
life. So like walking out to a fight and dealing with nerves, like I have done all that before. Whereas like some people starting off MMA mightn't have had that before, so like they have to deal with all that as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there definitely is a big difference between amateur and pro. Like it's mad. Like the contracts, like do you get manager or not? Like all the different sides of it. It's not just fighting. Do you know what I mean? And then like I changed weights as well. So I was fighting amateur. I was fighting bantamweight and flyweight, and now I fight strawweight.
So what are they in weights for people listening?
So bantamweight is 61 kilo.
Yeah.
Flyweight is 56 kilo, and strawweight is 52.
52 kilo.
Yeah.
I think I was born 52.
Like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Like, what made you go down?
So like after I had Jace, I think with the breastfeeding and all, I just ended up walking around lighter than what I was before. So like I walk around at like 60. So me making flyweight is fairly easy. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, I think I can make strawweight, and then I did, and it was grand.
What's the weight cut like?
It's fine. Like what it is the camp is harder. The actual cut itself is grand. Like I always get down so that I'm only losing like, when I cook carbs for like 5 days, I'll lose like 2 kilos, and then I'll do a 2 kilo water cut. It's easy. Well, not easy, but like it's grand.
What's your walk around weight then?
About 60.
So you're cutting 8 kilo really?
Yeah. Well, it's 52.3.
Yeah. So 8 kilo.
Yeah. You get your 0.5 allowance though as well.
Oh, you get a 0.5
Yeah,
allowance there, yeah?
yeah.
Ah, stop. See, I don't know how people do it, yeah? So I only went to an amateur MMA event there in the Red Cow a couple of weeks ago, and I swear to God, my nerves are gone looking at it. So obviously I'm doing the training now,
Yeah.
and I'll be having a fight at the end of it. So we were watching last season's finale
Right.
a couple of weeks ago, and oh my God, the thought of fighting there was making me sick.
Yeah. Like it is. Like I remember my first MMA fight, like even though I've had hundreds of kickboxing fights, when I got locked in that cage, I was like,
What?
I'm locked in here. Like,
Yeah.
what can you do?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I was like, oh shit. But like, yeah, it is different. It's like,
Like-
there's nothing like it. Like you're locked in there, and you're looking across and that person wants you dead and you want them dead, and it's like, who's gonna do it first?
Yeah, like I wouldn't be a very nervous young fella if it, like, nobody likes fighting, like street fighting, anything like that. No, nobody's really into it. But like, if it comes to like, I wouldn't be the most nervous young fella in the world. But and I thought I'd be like sort of confident with this. Like even when it was put to me, I was like, oh, I'm actually looking forward to this little. And then after seeing it, I was like, oh my! Like I already had a lot of respect for fighters. Anybody who makes any sort of walk, if it's in front of 2 people or 2,000 people, it doesn't matter. If you make that walk, like, but after seeing it, I'm like, oh my God, you need some sort of town hall sick in there. Genuinely, like I feel sick thinking about a fight at the end of it.
Do you know what? I'm the worst in the change room. Like when I'm warming up and all, I'm shitting then. But when my song comes on and I walk, I'm like, right, let's go. This is when I'm having fun.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Would you? Oh, I don't know. I swear, like I know we will fight at the end of the year, but I can't even deal with the torture. I just don't want to go and get knocked out. Or
Have
something.
you ever fought before?
No, never. And that's what annoys me. People is like, oh, you're a boxer. I'm like, I'm not a boxer. I started boxing during the lockdown.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Put wraps and gloves on and start doing it for something to fucking do. And people's like, oh, you're a boxer. I'm not a bleeding boxer. Never had a boxing fight in my life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So people expect me to be like this confident jump player or whatever, getting into a straightener. Like, I'm as new to this as anybody.
Yeah. But the person you're fighting is going to be in the same shoes, no?
Yeah, that's what way I'm looking
So,
at
like,
it as well.
you
But
both feel the same.
Yeah.
some people just don't have them nerves. Like, now I know it's, but some people just don't give a bollocks. Like,
You think that, but everyone does. Like, they do.
Everyone
you have to get nervous,
Like, if
don't
someone says to me they're not nervous, they're
They're a
talking
liar, yeah.
shite.
So you see everyone at the top level saying it. That
You're,
they're
you
nervous.
just, you be shitting. You're going out there to fucking fight someone and they
Yeah.
want you dead. Like, they want you dead.
Oh, imagine going out and getting knocked out early doors. Oh, the thoughts of that.
I'm
It can
not
happen
thinking
though.
like that, though.
I know,
Yeah,
yeah.
training's for it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like you're just walking in tomorrow.
But I'm only doing this 6 weeks, Shawnee, yeah?
No, I know, yeah.
But like in that 6 weeks, my whole mindset is already at the change. Like at first I was like, I'm not fine. Like I'm one of them, right? If I'm doing something, I have to know that.
110%.
Yeah, and I have to know I'm gonna win. Like I can't go into something thinking, oh, I can lose. But now I'm like, actually losing is an outcome.
Yeah.
Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, where before it'd have been like, I need to know I'm gonna win. I need to know.
But I think as time goes on, you'll become more comfortable with the fact that you can lose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
definitely,
if I
yeah.
lose, it's all right.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's like realistically, no, stop messing. On December the 11th, Terence, you wake up in the morning and you lost the night before. So fucking what, like, you know what I mean?
I know I shouldn't give up bollocks, but there is that added pressure. People is like, it's gonna be what 1,000 people are, yeah. And then like obviously we're gonna be saying it on the podcast and all that, whatever. So there's gonna be people watching it online, like God knows how many people. So there is that pressure of a lot of us watching it.
Yeah,
Do you
but
know
as
the
you
type of
said,
way?
you have respect for anyone that makes that walk. You're making the walk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
defo,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
defo. But I think, yeah, I don't really give a bollocks. Look, whatever. I know I'll make the walk. I know I'll have
You'd
to
be
wait.
grand.
Let's
But
see
this is what I
happens.
said as well. You don't have to make the walk. either.
Alright, yeah. No, I did, but I will.
It was an option. You don't have to take the fight.
Yeah.
So you don't add that pressure to yourself for the
Yeah.
sake of trying to please. Like,
Yeah.
oh, someone's gonna watch. I'm fucking what? You don't
No,
have
do
to
you know
do it.
what? Genuinely, do you know what I'm at to being saying to myself? Because, like, that event was about 3 weeks ago, yeah? But, like, in the last week, I saw I'm at to being sort of saying to myself, if I don't do that, it'd be the biggest regret in my life.
100%.
If I had said to myself 2 years ago, when, like, I was in the height of addiction, like, in a bad way, that I'd be making my amateur MMA debut, like, in front of 1,000 people, with thousands watching, and have a podcast and all, I'd have laughed at you. So now I have that opportunity. I'm like, I had no life back then. And now I have a chance to do this and do that. Fuck it, life's about taking
Yeah,
risks, having the
100%.
buzz, getting them butterflies, getting nervous, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even live shows and all. Like, if you would have said 2 years ago you'd be going out to do a live show, the shed, will you stop out that show? I'm actually sort of enjoying the nerves and all now,
Yeah,
do you know
yeah,
that type
yeah.
of way?
I'm
And,
just glad I won't be with you that day.
why?
What am I going to be doing? Your pads in the background for?
No, you have to be with me.
I'll be in the crowd.
No.
You want to see him in Vicar
You
Street?
have to walk out
No.
with him.
100%
You want
Cam,
to
you'll
check
be
him out in
walking
Vicar
me
Street,
out.
Shauna. Genuinely, he's the hardest person to deal with on a live show day.
Yeah.
Like, you're just like, because at least this time you went to sleep, and I was like, go on in, go to sleep. And you're like, yeah, I might. I was like, fucking go in and go to sleep, Terence. At least when he needs to sleep, then you're like, you don't have to worry about him.
Yeah.
You have to talk him down off a bleeding roof every hour. I'm not doing the show.
Yeah.
You're not
I'm
doing the
bad
show.
with my nerves, yeah.
Really?
I'm very bad with my nerves.
But like, do you know when I'm going to fight, I'm like, my confidence is my preparation.
Mm.
Yeah.
When I'm walking, I'm like, I know I've done absolutely everything, and if I'm the best version of me, nobody's beating me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Know what I mean?
yeah. And I need to sort of think like that as well. Like, I'm only a couple of weeks into it. Like, after so many months doing it,
Yeah,
you'll be more confident. You know what I mean?
100%. And then you don't know where that's gonna lead you. So you might have a little fucking.
I said that as well. I
Yeah.
sort of. Because,
I fought someone that done Women's Warrior.
did you?
Yeah. A girl that I fought, she done it a few years ago, and she's fighting now. She's came second in the world, and do you know what I mean?
Fuck off.
Yeah.
That is quality.
Yeah, so like there is the options. For
And
it.
I'm
And if anything, I think that like that training is more intense than like me. Let's say joining the gym. Like you're doing a course, so there's a structure. You have to tick off every little part. Of
Yeah.
it. Whereas like someone else,
Progresses,
someone else might miss something, or like do you know, like if you're just going to the classes, it's not that full structure. Whereas that's a whole system for you to be like, right, you have to learn the grappling, you have to learn the wrestling, and they go. It's for a fight.
Yeah.
The whole training is for a fight, so it's detailed.
Oh, I love it. I am obsessed. I'm like, I rang you yesterday, remember? He's like, that's how I know you love that, 'cause you haven't heard me in days.
Yeah.
He's going to be Calvin every hour.
Every bleeding, like every day.
Because
And
their
then,
mind is occupied on grappling.
Yeah.
Like
and-
underhooking the seat.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just saying all the time now as well.
yeah, I'm calm now. Well, I asked you for the strength at the start, but
Yeah, you're not calm.
No, he was. Trust me, if this was 2 months ago, Shauna, he would have been in for a rude
been having
awakening.
the strength of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Full mount in the middle of the floor there, go up there with
I'd
that.
be mounting you.
Over.
Relax there, will you, for fuck's sake.
Don't be flirting.
Keep that PG, will you, for fuck's sake.
Jesus Christ, the Malden has a warden down for us.
Me sitting out the hell like Herb Dean.
Right, where are we going from here?
Tell us what it was like
Sorry.
when you went from amateur to pro, Shauna. So when you sat down and said, right, fuck that, we're going pro.
Yeah. So I kind of knew, like, but when I was pregnant, I knew that, like, I was going to come back and go pro, but I obviously had to get a few more fights before doing that to get back into the run of things. You know what I mean? And I was lucky that I had 5. Because I was kind of struggling beforehand to get some. So them 5 were deadly. I was delighted. And then me and Paddy sat down, have a conversation, and we were like, yeah, let's go. Sorry. Yeah, we had a conversation, and we were like, yeah, let's do it. Do you know what I mean? So obviously the minutes are longer, so it's 5-minute rounds instead of 3, and then there's elbows and knees to the face. So I had been starting doing them a couple of months prior to going pro, anyways. With Collie Mahan, was doing a lot of elbows and knees with him, and then linking them in with Paddy as well. And yeah, but there's definitely a lot more to it. Like the contracts and fucking deciding which, like, so the last I signed with Invicta there recently, but like there was like loads of different offers, like 5 different contracts that I was choosing from, and my head was melted. I didn't know where to go. I could have went with different promotions and got like 4 times the amount of money, but it wouldn't have led to me to where I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And I was like, do I do that and take the risk? And then I was like, what if I'm stuck there and I can't? And so I ended up choosing Invicta. And Invicta was a promotion that I would have looked at from the start. Like Ash Daly would have fought there years ago, and Paddy went and coached her there. And like, it's the best female promotion in the world for MMA. And like, some of the best fighters of all time have came from there and been
Cyborg
champions
was a
there.
champion there, wasn't
Yeah. So and the owner of the promotion, Shannon, is lovely. Like, she's so sound. So like, I just felt right. Like, I was gonna go with KSW, I was gonna go with PFL. There was like a few others, Combat Global, Aries, and like I didn't feel it with them. Do you know what I mean? I kept just leading back to the Invicta one, but I was like, do I do the PFL one, because it was way more money, and my head was all over the place. But after like a few weeks of like wrecking Paddy's head literally every day, I was on his case. I was like, oh, we made the choice, and Invicta was the right call. So my debut there is in 4 weeks.
That's a big deal, like.
Of course it is.
Like, that's a
Yeah.
huge deal, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
It's in
Yeah.
the States, is it?
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, is it?
Yeah.
So when will you fly out there then?
A week before.
A week
Yeah,
before? Would
yeah.
that be enough time to get used to the bleeding yoke?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good luck. The thoughts are in there. Worried about bleeding little strength. And you know,
And
Oklahoma.
it's blade pointing up the road. She's pointing blade
Oh, you having the
3,000
strength
miles
on the
away.
flat. She's
Yeah.
pointing over there. Oh, your first fight was a title fight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Your first pro fight, like.
So yeah, I have the Cage Legacy strawweight and flyweight pro titles.
The champ fella.
The champ.
How does that happen? How do you walk into
So I
it?
was the champion in the amateur. So they gave the title for me. in the
Straight
pro.
away.
Yeah.
Said, well, like, listen, you were in there. You took that no butters.
Yeah.
And got up out of that. What's the difference now with getting elbows and knees in the face and all?
I haven't been hit one.
And keep getting fresh, so you walk into. Have you looked
Don't
at one?
be hit. No.
Not an elbow in the mush.
No.
How? He's training like
My
She's training
style
for it,
is
isn't it,
very
30?
much-
he's training to not get hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, my style is very much like hit and don't be hit. Like I move a lot when I fight. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
Is that not the key to fighting?
yeah, but not a lot. Some people just
No, some
stand
people
and
don't-
bang and
Rope
get
it out,
clean.
yeah,
That's
go on.
And
Oil them out.
stupid.
raw.
Yeah, like
you know.
Homer Simpson standing there. Go on, keep me another hit you, then Bollox side, and you're gonna hit the deck.
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck all that.
yeah.
But
No,
not an elbow in the musha.
not in training, yeah, but not in an actual fight.
And would you spar all the fellas and all over there in the gym?
Yeah, yeah, all the fellas, yeah. Sarah is the only girl that spars. So me and Sarah are the only girls that do MMA. The rest are all fellas.
Good.
But there's loads of like fellas that are lighter weights, do you know what I mean? And then Paddy
Yeah.
spars me as well, so he's lightweight too, so
Yeah.
grand.
Come here. You're big on being a single mother
Yeah,
and fighting, yeah?
yeah.
So, like, how much more difficult is it now with the baby to go training, eat healthy, do everything, and then fight as well?
Yeah, it's tough. Like, especially, so my last fight was flyweight, the one before that was strawweight. But when you're lacking in calories and you're just like, ugh, and then there's a child running and screaming, it's definitely 10 times harder. But like, me friends and family are so good. Like, I wouldn't be able to do what I do now if I didn't have them because they mind him when I go training. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the morning session, he's in crash, so that's grand. But the evening sessions between me ma and me friends, they all just take turns minding him every night. They put him to bed for me and all. Like, like I literally wouldn't be where I am now without them. Like,
I think
so grateful.
we're saying a new kind of era, like especially in women's MMA. Like I think it was February at Bellator,
Yeah,
like Liam McCourt for Sinead Kavanagh,
yeah,
and what a fucking fight that was.
yeah, war.
And like they're two single mothers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And like
yeah,
you look at some of the even like some of the biggest stars like fucking Masvidal. Like Masvidal's always getting called out because he's not there for his kids.
yeah,
And you're like, he just be like, oh, commitment to the game, and I have to stay away with my family and all. And you're like, there's two women there headlining the card,
yeah,
and the single mothers. Like, what's your excuse? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think, whereas before, maybe 10 years ago, would have been like, no, Shauna, look, you have a child now. You want
Yeah.
to put your dreams away. This is what you have
Yeah.
to focus on.
yeah.
I mean, so
100%.
it's very fucking like, is that shining lights out there to show people like having a child. It doesn't mean that you have to take a sidetrack. Like you
Yeah.
can still fucking push on through. And Ivana probably, I don't want to speak on your behalf, but
Yeah.
probably inspires you more.
Oh, 100%. Like, my motivation, like, I thought I was a very motivated person, but now it's just like, psh, like, I'm doing that for him. Like, some days I get guilt. Like, last week I was over training with Molly for 2 days, and, like, I felt so bad because I was leaving him. And then I was like, no, I'm doing this so that I can get better sessions, so that I improve and I'm better for him because I want to
Yeah.
give him a good life.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So, like, at the start, it took me a while to kind of be like, ask people for help. Like, I was real stubborn, I wouldn't ask. But now I'm like, I need that help or else I won't get where I want to be. And I had to understand that. Do you know what I mean? I had to just stop being stubborn and be like, no, like, if I actually want to get to the top and be UFC world champion, I need help. I can't do it on my own. And I understand that now. And I take the help from my friends and family because, like, if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to have had 7 fights already if it wasn't for them.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't. It wouldn't have been possible. I wouldn't have been ready to fight so fast, and I wouldn't have been able to get the ball rolling and continue.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And for the sake of what, like asking someone just to mind the child. like,
Yeah,
you-
and they
you
don't
got the
mind. Like,
attention, yeah.
he's very good. Like, he's hyper and at times and all,
Yeah.
and he's hard to put down to bed. But like,
That was
he-
every 1 year old.
yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, he is, but like, he is a good kid at the end of the day. Like, he's not difficult, and like, I'm so fucking grateful for them. Like, literally,
Yeah.
especially me, mum. Me, does so much for me. Like, I'd be lost without her.
That's class. Then.
Yeah.
Man, is that the goal? UFC world champ?
Yeah,
That's the goal.
I'd be there.
Who's champ? Who's strawweight champ there?
Carla Esparza now. That last fight was mad.
Oh, who'd she be?
Carla and Ross.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
That belt seems like it changes every fight.
Yeah, it is. And
Was
like,
Joanna strawweight?
yeah.
Then she lost to Rose.
Rose and then No, did she lose
No.
to Rose? She lost to Whaley.
Yeah, and then Wei Lee
Yeah.
lost to Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
It changes every fight.
Yeah, it's a competitive
They win the
division, it's
belt and
very
then lose in
competitive.
the next fight.
Yeah,
And then, it is very competitive. when you
Yeah,
think about
yeah.
it. But you said you were training with Molly McCann.
yeah.
So is that like a real eye opener for you? Because she's in the depths of it now. Like
Yeah.
she's gonna be pushing into. Is she top 10 now?
I think she's in top 15 defo and anyways.
Yeah, because she's talking about like she's looking for a title fight next year.
Yeah, no, I think like if she gets another nice knockout, she'd be well up there for a
Yeah.
title. Do you know what I mean?
But is that real eye opener for you? Being like, right, this is what it's like. This is somebody who's in the depths of it now.
Yeah,
I need to go on the whole level.
yeah, 100%. And like, I think when you see like what she's done, like it's possible for anyone. Do you know what I mean? And that's what like I want to aspire people to be. Like it's like I just come from talent. I'm a normal young one, and like I want to get to the top, and I want to aspire other people to be able to just say like, if she can do it, why can't I? Because anyone can fucking do it. Once you put your mind to it, like literally anyone can do it. And you can tell by Molly, like the pat, like she had kind of a rocky start.
Yeah.
One loss, and then like she was nearly getting dropped, and then she came back, and look what she's after down. And like from this time last year, she was only saying last week, like this time last year she was on a 2 loss, and she was nearly getting dropped.
Yeah.
And now she's changing her life. She's after signing an 8-fight deal, and
Yeah,
like,
she's a contender of the year for knockout
do you know
of
what
the year
I
as
mean?
well.
Like it's mad how
quick it can change.
yeah,
as well.
yeah, and even in a fight, it's mad how
Yeah.
how fast the
Yeah.
fight can change. Like literally, someone can be losing, and then someone can be submitted or knocked out. Like that's why I love MMA, because it's literally like
You never
Well,
out.
they
like,
see it with
No.
Leon Edwards, and Newsman there the other night.
yeah,
Like that's prime example of that.
yeah.
24th
That's why I
minute
think
of that fight.
MMA is
Yeah.
like now more exciting than boxing for me.
To be honest, I find boxing boring.
I agree as well.
I love boxing.
I look
Unless they're light, like I like what Katie Taylor, Mick
Yeah.
Conlon, like the
Yeah.
lightweights are
Yeah.
good, but like I just
I like boxing now. I love boxing, but if you look at if you weigh up how many boxing cards a year you'd watch towards like an MMA card,
Mm.
like MMA beats all the time because
Yeah.
they handpick the fights in boxing, and there's so much politics involved in it.
yeah,
You know what I mean? You're like, you know who's gonna fight who next.
yeah,
when
yeah,
It doesn't go by rankings, and it doesn't go by like even people are getting paid to step aside when they're mandatories.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? And you're like, that's not what like that mandatory's put there in the first place, is so you can't dodge like
Yeah.
the number 1 contender. You
Yeah.
have to fight him if you're the champion.
yeah, yeah.
But now in boxing, they're swerving them.
Yeah,
'cause
it's like
one-
Bellator. Bellator's like that as well.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
It is
You
that.
be
so
careful
it's
what
Cupid.
you're saying.
yeah. No, it is. So it is.
Yeah.
Like there's people that just like they're getting hand-picked fights just so that they build their rankings, and they're fighting.
I feel like to do that in the UFC as well, though. No,
If you're in the UFC, you're,
like the pool of talent is going to be that good. Anyways,
yeah,
doesn't matter
like
who you
there's
get.
1 or 2 people that get in that might be shite, but like majority, like
Yeah,
95% are high level and decent.
yeah, but I feel like they give them like the low pickings to build that.
Yeah, like so, like let's say Paddy going in, like they're not going to give him. But he's only after starting, so he has to build himself. Why would he be fighting top 10 when he's not? Do you know what I mean? He's only had 3 fights. They do it like if you're in at the same time, he'll fight.
Yeah,
So that's fair.
Yeah.
Whereas Bellator get people in to fight them, like
Yeah.
get bums in to
one
fight.
fight.
Do you know what I
contract
mean?
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I
Start
feel like
murder.
yeah.
Sitting here
So,
going, where's this?
you know she won't be going from Invicta to Bellator anytime soon, anyways. But no, I feel like definitely the MMA cards are more exciting on the
100%.
weekends. Like you look more forward to them. Like the boxing cards, you look forward to about 4 or 5 of them a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
And it's when you only watch them when Katie Taylor's on them. Let's be real.
Nah, Mick and Kevin and
Mick,
Chris
Mick,
O'Leary
Mick.
and
Yeah, no,
well, all the
I'd watch
boys
Mick.
as well. But I mean, like, no, not really. Like, I'd watch a decent bit of boxing, like.
Would you? No, I
Yeah.
wouldn't. No, I'm not gonna lie.
But I definitely think some MMA cards are more exciting.
Like I'd rather watch an amateur MMA card than a boxing card.
So you don't like boxing, is what you're saying, basically.
Yeah, you seem very anti-boxing now, Shauna. Like I was on your side there till about 10 seconds ago.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
No, I like it, like, but it's just like I wouldn't watch a full card, like ever.
Did you
Yeah.
ever box?
No, not
No.
pure boxing. No, like
Molly,
I've
Molly
done.
boxed, didn't she?
Yeah. Like I done boxing pads
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Jimmy
obviously.
Upton, like for a
Yeah.
good while, but I've never had an actual boxing fight.
Yeah.
Went to a boxing club a few years ago, actually, before I was in MMA or anything, and I just kept kicking.
It's just a habit.
I was like, I'm so sorry, but like I just kept kicking. Like everything was getting finished with a kick, and I was like, I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, imagine that. Getting into the ring with someone doing a little spy, you got a kick in the head. What the
Oh,
fuck is going on here? You relax yourself,
Very
big fella.
difficult.
Going
not
away
to-
and you're standing all thinking you're getting the upper hand, you're opening your leg out and it gets checked.
Yeah, I can't. I find it difficult not to be able to do one or the other.
Yeah, who are you fighting now in your debut on Victor?
Her name is Nadia Vera. She's from Mexico,
Little Mexican.
Mm.
Do we couple of them?
In Oklahoma.
in Oklahoma.
That's some crack, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know
Tell
much
us
about her?
Oklahoma.
So I fought her teammate before, and they kind of fight similar. Her teammate was tough. I'll give her that. She was tough.
All Mexicans, I thought.
Yeah, like I was like, is this
Doesn't
bitch
matter.
ever gonna stop? Like she just kept coming forward, and I was boxing the head off her. I was like, what the fuck? Like you're taking a hiding.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was very tough, and like I see that in the fights that I've watched of year one. She kind of boxing background. Runs to the cage a lot when she's tired. I don't really see her being an issue, to be honest.
Absolutely grand.
I don't.
But like, what you can't disagree with her. Like, that's the thing. That's why I'm just like, yeah, sound.
I'm
Like,
shitting.
yeah, moving on. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
We were giving you a bit of stick outside because, like, despite what everyone thinks, you're 28, you're not 22. And we were like, oh, you're starting very late in the
wrap her
MMA.
up, like.
Yeah.
Blow her up.
No,
like.
we were joking about that, but
Messing, yeah.
you were saying, because we're about 93, so
Mm.
we're 30 next year, and you were like, I'm going to be in the UFC by the time I'm 30.
I will be.
So, like, that's, what, just over 12 months away?
Yeah.
So that's...
I'm 2-0 now. It'll be 4-0 by the end of the year.
For the end of
5-0.
this year?
Yeah.
Alright.
We're in
4-0.
August now, or September now.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Basically.
fight now,
September
November,
and
December.
December, yeah.
Yeah.
And then fight probably February, March next year, 5-0. If the UFC comes to Dublin next summer, I'll be on that card.
All right.
100%.
It's definitely going to be in London.
They might have one in Dublin though. They were supposed to have it in Dublin before COVID.
They were- So, after Edwards won, he
yeah.
said he's going for Wembley, and he goes, I was trying for somewhere else in Europe. He goes, I'm not going to say where it is because it's going to piss a lot of people off. That was supposed to be Dublin.
Do you reckon?
How do you know?
Well, that's the whispers on...
I think there's going to be a UFC Dublin card next year.
I don't think they'll do it without Conor.
Ian Gary.
Ian Gary's in Yo's name now, yeah. He's another one who's just had.
They'll do a fight night. They'll do a UFC fight night. Yeah.
But I mean,
And I'll be on the prelims.
smashing people up.
Mm.
Girl up out of that.
It makes sense, though, when you think about it. Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
100%.
And when did you say that'd be next summer?
What?
Next summer?
I'd say like there'll definitely be a UFC Dublin card next year. 100%.
Yeah, it'd be a fight
When was the
night.
last one?
Oh, bleed.
Ages ago, years ago.
2016, maybe 15.
Was it that long ago?
Very
Probably before that, actually.
That would have been what?
16.
McGregor, Brandell?
No, 14.
I
14
don't
was the
even
last
think
one.
McGregor
No,
was on it, wasn't he? No.
there was the
Aye,
one
it would've
after
been.
that. The one after McGregor where he had the Joe.ie on his blade and on his arse.
Yeah.
So there was one after that. I think they done a fight night. Or fight pass, whatever that's called.
But then I think there was another one and Connor wasn't on it.
Yeah, that's the one after
Paddy
that.
and
not
all
now.
was supposed to be on it.
Yeah, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. But they're due back anyways.
So that's the goal, like.
Yeah.
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 I feel like you know something that we don't, and you just won't say it. Like, no, this is it, and that, and then.
No, I'm just confident. I know where I'm going. I have a plan and I know where I'm going.
So what if they don't come to Dublin?
I'll still get on the UFC. 100%.
Yeah,
I might need one more extra fight. But 100%.
but we've 14 months to go, so
That's loads of time.
yeah.
So if you don't get it by at 30, it doesn't make any bleeding odds. Get it
No,
when
but
you're
I will get
31.
it before I'm 30.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. Oh, really? Yeah, sound yeah.
But I will.
I'm shitting.
So this time next year, we're like fucking only fields and horses, what? This time next year, Shauna
We'll be
Bannon's going to the
millionaires.
UFC.
Yeah. Yeah.
Confident.
Right.
I love it.
So that's it then.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's a little.
Exclusive. Well, it's not really an exclusive. She has to
It's
help me
fact.
to Dublin.
Yeah.
So she can lay someone up.
Probably gonna have it on Instagram as soon as we leave here. I fucking will be in the UFC when I'm 40. Don't mind them 2 ticks. What 2 ticks? Oh, I was on talking Bollox. Forgot to tell you.
Sean, have you had the plug?
Huh?
Have you had the plug in the podcast?
Before we wrap up.
Coming up and.
Oh. No, just me debut. And Victor debut in 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Where can people watch it?
It'll be live on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah.
Lee.
Yeah. I'll put all the links on my page now.
It's gonna be a super o'clock though, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
but
they're
we'll
8
do it,
hours
what
ahead.
they want.
What's the replay the next morning?
Yeah, Sean getting sparked. I'm messing. Don't count this. But yeah, so go over, follow out on Instagram and Twitter. And are you even on Twitter?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm trying to be better on Twitter now these days.
But that's another thing I wanted to talk about, but I didn't really want to lean into it. You think you have to be more vocal to be noticed? Like you can go out and put like lead a performance, and you could be 6-0, 6 decent performances, but like I feel like if someone who's 4-0 and they're very vocal and they're very good on social media,
yeah.
they get the offer before you.
I think you have to have a bit of personality about it as well. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Look at Khabib. That thing was about 24 now.
before
and
someone noticed them.
Yeah. He was like, give me title. You're like, no, mate, you're only 28 and all.
Yeah.
Got a few more there.
Yeah.
That's what happened to him. Oh, Conting got a look in, and he was licking people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But you think
Yeah.
you have to be, Shauna?
I think you have to. Like, I think
It
Definitely
benefits.
he'll
helps.
get there, but I think, yeah, it helps.
But like Molly and Paddy are prime examples of that.
Yeah, yeah.
They're loud, they're
Yeah.
obnoxious, they're very working class, like in your face.
Yeah.
And
100%.
people love them for it.
Yeah.
Like they don't give a bollocks. They
Then I think
youth
on the flip side of
personalities.
that, if you look at Leon Edwards, what was he like 9-fight win streak, 10-fight win streak, doesn't open his mouth once, then gets
Yeah.
a title shot. 10 fights,
Yeah.
gets a title shot then. Some people are getting them after bleeding. Masvidal got 2 back to back and he lost. And he now he's looking for another one off the back of 3 losses.
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Like,
But
it does,
because
you
he's-
have to. And he was kind of a journeyman starting off, wasn't
Yeah.
He's
And
a
this is it.
Johnny man right up until
Yesterday.
Ben Askren.
He knocked Ben Askren out. That was it. That was
Yeah.
the night me and Terence first met each other.
he? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And-
the very first time we ever met each other, and the two of us said he's gonna bleeding wrestle the life out of him. It was the quickest knockout in MMA history, and the two of us said that like that.
We
Shook
both
it.
thought Ben Askren was going to lump the head on
Mhm.
him, and Ben Askren got sparked in about 3 seconds.
Yeah, and that changed his life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Changed
That's what
our
I
lives
mean.
well,
Things
didn't it,
like that.
Terry? Now we have 89 episodes of a podcast.
I
Yeah,
love
do
that.
you know what I mean? We actually didn't like each other.
Yeah.
Did yous
still
not?
don't,
Believe it or not.
Well,
Well,
yeah, no, that's what happened. But yeah, so you think it definitely. I don't want to say it benefits you. Do you think it's a necessity? You have to be, because like Edwards is a good example. Like there's not a peep out of him.
yeah, like you can't sit back and like I'm just myself. I don't try and be anything, or do you know what I mean? I just
So you just get smart with everyone naturally.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he is cheeky cunt.
I walked in the door and says, "How's it going, Shauna? How are you?" And she goes, "I'll give you a head kick if I want." to."
I didn't. I said Charlie.
And then the head kick back.
And you never brought me a charger either.
Valid point. I only seen it when I got here. Sorry, but what were you saying there? What did you say there?
I
Something
said,
about
you think,
starting on people.
do you think
think
you
you
have
need
to
it?
be vocal?
I don't think you have to, but I do think that like if you have a bit of something about you, people will be more interested and want to watch you.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're kind of in the shadows, someone might not stay up to watch a fight, or they might not follow you, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think the diehards would though, because like you're gonna see a top class performance from somebody who's like a high level MMA.
Yeah, but if they
Ali.
didn't know, like if there wasn't a
Whereas you have the likes of fucking KSI who's doing 2 boxing fights in one night, and everyone thinks, oh my god, you're an absolute animal at boxing. Like no boxer.
I would have backed
Ever.
up the two of them young fellas. But
Who was
KSI, that KSI.
Do you know
one-
KSI?
no.
He's a YouTuber. He
All
had
right.
2 fights in one night the other night.
Okay.
On the zone as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But in fairness, they sold out the old hill handy months ago.
But this is
Second
what
they
I'm
went to
saying,
jail, like,
because
Yeah,
they're
but
so
they're-
vocal.
they don't give
All
a
the
fuck.
YouTubers are doing that now. What's the other fella's name?
Jake
Jake
Paul.
Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, because you're so vocal,
Yeah.
they're getting these opportunities. Like I walked into the gaff the other night, my brother looking down, I was like, "Do you see the fight?" I was like, "Who's fighting?" He says, "KSI's fighting twice," and all. I was like, "Get away from me! That sounds like wrestling.
Yeah.
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds like someone's gonna come out with a ladder after it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. The fake sports.
That's what it sounds like. But they're getting there because they're so vocal, and
Yeah.
they're very good at this whole
Marketing
navigating.
themselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
navigating through social media, calling people out. They know when to post and what to post, and
Yeah, the certain times that all this. Yeah. 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 100%. But there's probably someone guiding them and saying, right, do this, say this, say that.
But still, all respect to the cunts.
so do you
Yeah,
not
they're
think
still getting in and having a.
Still getting in.
start
having
leaning
a knock.
into Twitter there and telling you that's.
Just go on
Yeah.
and cause. Calvin's basically saying, will you just go on the internet and cause more?
I'll
Want me to start
retweet
calling
we'll
people
back you
out
up.
now?
Yeah,
We'll back
I'll
you up.
just retweet
Will
it.
you?
Yeah.
Shauna Bannon tweet, yeah, retweet it.
Carla Esparza is a rat. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? They cause more.
Carla is sparked out, you keep her up. I see all that, there you go. Tweet that now as soon as you leave here, boom. There
Yeah.
you go. Everyone's going to be like, who's this 2-0 calling me out?
She's
know?
had about 40 fights.
Yeah.
She'd be like, look at this thing.
No. He'd be better to a pulp that thing.
Yeah.
That's,
See, she's a boring fighter as well.
Mm.
Did you see that fight with her and
Yeah, I
Rose?
watched it, yeah.
Whew.
Got the job done, Shauna.
Waste 25 minutes of my life.
yeah, but
I'll
Yeah.
never get that minutes back
all
ever.
about to get the W though, wouldn't it?
No, 100%. She stuck to the game plan, but it was just very boring
Shy for the fans.
for the
but-
fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you not think it's true for the armchair fan?
No, yeah, you could say that, but like there's people who know in detail MMA who can look at something like clinches against the cage
And
just,
appreciate
But it's
every
still
detail.
boring.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can still look at that and go, oh, separate or deal
Like,
with
you'd
something.
rather them having a fucking knock on a load of spinning
Yeah.
kicks.
I don't
than-
care who you are, you can be the highest black belt in the world. It's still always enjoyable to see two people just slugger out.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? It
Mm.
doesn't matter. Like people I bet you people would even say that to you. Like people who are big into jiu-jitsu would rather two people just go toe to toe.
100% all day.
Do
You
you know what I
reckon
mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Unless
Not the jiu-jitsu heads. They love a good blade and a good...
I
angle,
think they
don't they?
only do just to let you know that they do jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
I'd rather this.
Yeah.
You would.
Two kids rolling around on the floor, so you know, if that was me, now I'd be doing this. All right, mate, that's it.
Do you know what I mean? But I think they just try to let you know that they know jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
You're like, you wouldn't. You'd much rather see two blokes slugger out
yeah.
there.
But even if you're in a position where, let's say you're in mountain MMA, you're not going for an armbar. You want to elbow the head off them. No?
Shauna, relax, will you? Your eyes are bulging at me saying that. I know for a fact you want to give me an elbow in the head.
She has a gum shield in her pocket. Oh, yeah, she told me.
I didn't
outside,
bring
so
mine.
I brought me gummers just in case.
I can't
Yeah.
spar, I can't
I knew
spar.
the way you're on a be.
She's
Yeah,
looking at me
reputation
saying-
besieged at 30.
She's like, I love giving people elbows in the face. I'm like, God, like, Sean. But, yeah,
This
so,
up before you lose your teeth, will we?
yeah, I'm bleeding rattling straight off the turkey next week. Yeah, wrapped it up.
Right, episode 89 done and dusted. Shauna, best of luck in your fight. We'll
Thanks
see
so
you
much.
in... It's the end of September, you said?
28th September, yeah.
Yeah.
Good up about that.
So it's a month today.
Yeah.
We'll be up
Ooh.
watching
Is it,
it,
yeah?
supporting you.
Is today the
That-
28th?
Today is the
29th.
29th. Oh,
Less
close.
than a month.
This day in a month I'll have me W.
Yeah, right.
Good
Well,
up about
best of luck with that.
Thanks so much.
We'll see the races on Sunday in EP. And that's it, 30.
5 o'clock
Right.
Sunday, see us there.
Take us out, Chris.
Boom!
Subscribe to this podcast for free on the Go Loud app.
What you waiting for? Put your back in it. Just a little more. Throw your weight in it now. Tell your body okay. Walk it hard and long. When you finish that
The hip knocker.
song, go down.